Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and today let's review a pair of Vivaia shoes. I'm gonna start this by saying that this is a not sponsored video. They have not reached out to me. I have not reached out to them. I've actually just went on their website as a regular consumer, ordered them, paid for them, and then tested and worn them. And here we are. I wanted to mention the first part right away, just because I wanted to make it clear that it was purely because of my own interest as a consumer that we are here filming this video and talking about this pair of shoes. But I can't say that I wasn't influenced by others who might have received these shoes as a gift, because I think I wouldn't even know about this brand without social media and without influencers. So yeah, let's have a review and then let's see if we should thank them or not. This is my first and only pair of Vivaia shoes that I own. I have ordered them some months ago and worn them. First, I thought that I wouldn't necessarily make any kind of video, but now that I have actually used them for months, walked in them quite a lot, I thought that it might be nice to kind of share a truly, just purely my experience of these shoes video without any influence of anyone. So maybe let's first have a look at the shoes itself. So this is the box that they came in. This no longer has the shoes because here they are, these ones. They are called Tamiya Mary Jane in black. So this is the black colorway, and I would say this is a regular ballerina shoe with this type of Mary Jane style, so having this strap across the foot, and then it also has this kind of Chanel-esque toe cap where it is kind of separated, but it's still the same color. So why did I even go to Vivaia? I wanted to buy Mary Jane ballerinas because I guess it is now once again a bit more hyped. And I only own like leather ballerinas, black leather ballerinas. And that was also a choice of kind of going to a leather version of these. But I can't really lie that I was intrigued to test out the brand that first of all claims that, well, not even claims, this probably is the truth, that this kind of woven material is actually made out of plastic bottles. So I kind of like that idea of at least trying to be a bit sustainable, I guess. But that quite many people were saying that these are super comfortable to wear, that they wouldn't give any blisters, they wouldn't rub, you could just like walk in them. And that really sounds like a shoe that I would wear. So that's why I went to check on their website if they would have this style of shoe, and they did. And they also had it in my size. Let's talk about sizing also in a minute. And then I placed an order. It was possible to pay with Klarna, so basically an afterpay service where I did receive these and then I paid the invoice, interest-free if you paid within 30 days. And this is not an advert for Klarna, even though it might have sounded like that, but just me telling how I did. It took a bit over a week for them to arrive to me. Not certain where they come from. Maybe China, I don't really know. But I didn't need to pay any import taxes or anything like that. So the price that I saw on the website, and then I paid for shipping, so that's kind of included everything, and they just arrived here. I think the ordering was quite simple. If we talk about sizing, they do have a size chart, I think next to each shoe model that they have, although I didn't check if they're using a general size chart or a shoe specifics. I only looked at these. but they did have measurements of the foot and which size it reflects, which is really good because these are the size 43. I am usually between 41 and 42, depending a lot on the model and the brand and all of it. But my foot is 27 centimeters long, and when I was looking at the size chart, the 42 would have been less than 27, and this 43 was 27.5. So I just kind of thought it's a no-brainer and I will take this. And even if it might be like a few millimeters too big, it's not really bothering me at all. So I would say the size is good, and they have the measurement, and I definitely would recommend looking at those measurements if you don't know yet what your size is, because I would have ordered the 42 without the size chart. Just, I don't know, a comment. There is this strap on front and there is a buckle which kind of makes it easy to then adjust the tightness of this shoe, like how you want it and how kind of depending on how wide your foot is. I just left them to the setting that they came to me. That has been fine, but if I would have a more narrow fit, maybe I would tighten this. I've seen quite many reviews where people say that these are good for wide feet. Honestly, I don't know if I have a wide foot or not. I would say it's not narrow, but it's not like super wide, I guess. So for me, these are good, and I could imagine that because the kind of material, it's not really stretchy, but it definitely like gives. So it might be a good model for a tad wider foot as well. But I think that would be a review video for someone who identifies that they have wide feet, I guess. And then there is also this type of, not sure how visible it is, but like a cushion behind your heel that is supposed to stop blisters from appearing, and we can talk about those also later. But there is that, which when I got these was a really nice surprise because that's usually not the case, and this is the one that rubs the first, I guess. Funny thing that I saw from their website is that you can wash these in a washing machine. That's awesome, but that you kind of can put them in this type of position and then open, and the explanation was that it's easy to pack them or store them or something like that. Maybe I'm just weird, but like this, I feel they are less cumbersome. If I would pack them like this, I think they would maybe take more space. It kind of depends on whatever, but that's a possibility. Okay, let's now move to the actual wearing experience. So as mentioned, I have had these for some months now, and I have walked in them. I've taken to work trips as my only shoes and walked a lot. So the first I got them and kind of put them on, I felt that they were super comfortable, like from everywhere. And for like shorter walking trips, I could wear them easily without socks, even from day one, and nothing kind of happened. So I thought that meant that for my feet, they were already broken in kind of, or that they actually wouldn't even need that. So I took them on a business trip where I needed to walk a lot. And they actually gave me blisters already on the first day, to the point where I needed to find a store that sells blister band-aids. But yeah, so that was kind of a surprise because they originally felt so comfortable, and as mentioned, I had walked in them at home. And when I say the first time I walked for a longer period, that was like plus 5 kilometers during the day. So I had walked in them for a few kilometers at a time and during the whole day and so on. They felt like nothing bad. But then on the first time I wore them for a seriously longer time, they started rubbing, and that was my fault. I didn't have a sock because I had already worn them without socks and nothing. So I really thought that they wouldn't need anything. So yeah, once I put the blister band-aid on, all good. I was able to walk in them again, obviously. And then once the blister had healed, I'm trying to think, I think it was kind of okay-ish, but I'm still very mindful if I need to walk like for really long times, that how will this heal kind of be with my foot. But that was kind of it. And I'm also assuming that maybe after the blister they were really broken in. But kind of maybe I'm kind of jumping into the same choir and saying that these are really, really comfortable. And because they are made out of recycled plastic bottles, at least for me, and I don't remember if this was mentioned on the website, so please, if this is not an official instruction by Vivaia, don't try this at home. But for me at least, these are a bit waterproof. So if it has been a rainy day, I could have worn these with dry feet, which is great, because that's the difference between the leather ballerinas and these. I've dared to wear these also with a bit more wet weather. So I have to say I am quite pleased with these, with the look of them. Well, especially in the black, I don't think it's super like noticeable that is this leather or not. Of course you can see it, but it doesn't really make such a difference. I'm not certain if I would have chosen another color that would show the weaving a bit more clearly, if I would be bothered by it, but that's a very subjective thought. I am a bit intrigued with their boots and booties and those type of shoes, especially with the kind of weatherproofness. But so far I haven't really ordered any new pairs from them. Not sure if I will do that anytime soon either. But I am very pleased with this pair, and I definitely could consider, if there would be another shoe style or shoe model that I would like, that I would definitely look at it and potentially buy. These were around 100 euros. I mean, honestly, I did scout online for a discount code, because why not? So I did get maybe 10% or 15% off from these, but the original price was, I think, 99 euros, if I remember correctly, which is, I think, a good price for shoes that you can walk in, that are comfortable, that look presentable, and yeah, that you can just wear with a versatile way. So that's kind of my 2 cents about these. I was trying to think of something constructive, or or try to come up with some cons with these shoes. I mean, I'm expecting to need to break in shoes, so getting a blister I don't think is something that would stop me from wearing these, or would stop me from talking about these shoes in such a positive way, because I mean, I have my Hermes Chypre sandals that also rubbed, and those are expensive, so I don't really take that one time as a super bad thing, because otherwise they were very comfortable to wear from the beginning. So kind of what would be a con? Maybe that's how I'm gonna end this review. Have you tried Vivaia shoes? What are your thoughts about them? I mean, obviously, I am open if they want to reach out to me after this video, but I would be so curious to know what you think about the brand, and have you also tried the shoes on? Do you agree with this review, or have you had some other type of experiences? Let's continue the conversation down in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.